It's me, J.Evans, and it's time to talk the talk. And right now, we're talking with my special guest, Amy. What's going on, Amy?
Oh, nothing. I am just absolutely excited to be here, and I'm just here for it. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Let's do
Y'all,
it. Let's do
I'm
it.
excited because Amy is one of those people. She gonna tell you exactly what she thinking, and she just gonna be real and honest. And she's been my friend many, many years. But we have a special announcement as well. So let's roll into it, and let me give this disclaimer since it's a messy Monday and we giving this street therapy. Listen, all topics are alleged and allegedly. They are for entertainment purposes only. So
Okay.
don't come from me saying J.Evans, I'm gonna sue you, because I'm gonna say allegedly while we're recording. The only thing I own outright are the wine bottles in my wine cooler. If they don't give another stimulus check, I'm not getting no more.
Cool.
So let's get into it. Let's talk the talk. And the first person that we're talking about is Tim Norman. Now, Amy, I know you've been seeing everything about Tim. What are you thinking about Tim?
Um, I'm thinking that Tim has to be one of the most heartless people. I actually would describe Tim as a monster. And we don't know what monsters are among us, but I wouldn't want to be described as a monster. I mean, I was watching a clip on Facebook, which I shared on my page, and his mother, okay, was grieving so hard about Andre, the nephew that was killed. Now, remind you that Andre is the only child of Miss Robbie's deceased son, okay? And so he was like close to her heart. And as I looked at that clip and I looked at the family grieve, Tim absolutely could not be still. He could not even look at her or go to her. Even on stage, had that been my mother, I probably would have gone to her just to ensure that she was okay. He couldn't even be still. He couldn't look. He was heartless. And they also had a show where he went to the gravesite with her. He's a pathetic man. You know, my dad would always say when I was a kid that some people aren't fit to live, right? And they aren't fit to die. And that is Tim.
That is Tim. Now, me and Amy were having a conversation, and she said something real good to me because I was saying about forgiveness. I don't know if I would be able to forgive that. And share what you said to me about this, Amy.
Okay, well, I shared that forgiveness is not for the other person. Okay, forgiveness is for me. Forgiveness frees Amy. Um, and as a Christian person, forgiveness is not optional, it's required. So, how can we ask God to forgive us when we're not willing to forgive our fellow man? And also, put things in perspective. My dad, who's been a Christian all of my 42 years, he loves the Lord. Okay. I recall him saying when I was a kid, and I couldn't believe that he had said this, but he was talking to a friend, and he said, you know, if someone, because I only have one brother, he only has one son, and so he said if someone was to kill my son, I would absolutely forgive them. I would have to forgive them. And I was thinking to myself, why would he forgive somebody who killed his only son? But that's where he was on in his Christian walk. And some people will say, I'm not there yet. I'm not willing to forgive. Well, you know, I hope that they would not die in their sleep or get killed in an accident because, again, it's not optional, it's required. And also, another thing I think about forgiveness, if Jesse and I have an out between, we've had some beef, then I walk in the room, I'm being me, right? But
Mhm.
Jesse is over there in the corner, really mean mugging, and has shied away from everybody, no longer enjoying himself because he's mad. But I'm living my life. So who does it really hurt?
Yeah.
When you don't let it go, it continues to hurt you. And I refuse to have somebody steal my joy, because when I walk into a room, it is absolutely my intention to own it. I'm not shying away.
I think that has to be, as a mother, you lost not only your nephew, not
Yes.
your grandson, but your son took away
Yep.
your grandson. And that was your only link to your son that
That's
has
right.
passed. So for Tim Norman, because allegedly he took out, they're saying now $1 million insurance policy on Miss Robbie. Tim, I'm gonna write you a prescription, and I want you to be in a jailhouse making license plates. I want your big irregular hips to
Yeah.
have to be tied with Laffy Taffy and cement, and I want you to walk the yard, and I want them to stone you because
Yeah. He is
that's something.
pathetic. He
Yeah.
is pathetic, and they're going to absolutely have some fun with the hips that Tim bears. Because for a man, they're huge.
He's made like an irregular sweet potato. You know how the sweet potato and it's too big on the top and too little.
Right. 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 And you know what? And I truly believe that the heartless person that he is, he would not have a problem with killing Miss Robbie or having conspiring to kill her. I do believe he took out allegedly a $1 million life insurance policy on her because if you will do that to your nephew, you would do it to her. And then it's my understanding, you know, Jesse, he was actually getting ready to open up and had put up a restaurant in Madison County, as well as his downtown location. He was opening up a location in Madison County. And so even though he was opening up all these places, he's basically drowning in debt. And so he's just money hungry. He's a monster, absolute monster, and he deserves to be put under the jail.
So Tim, we putting you under the jail. Now we're going to roll into a lady that has been making a lot of waves on Instagram, on Twitter, doing interviews. It is Miss Jaguar Wright. Now, Jaguar has been making a lot of allegations. I did a video and just talked about how she went on a vicious rant and drug Erica Badu like a spare tire. Amy
Wow.
got to see it. Amy, what did you think about Jag?
Um, I'm not an attorney. I'm a paralegal by profession. So I've interviewed my fair share of the attorney who I work with, clients. And I do believe that body language is very telling. And I don't look for what really comes out of a person's mouth. I look for the body language because it doesn't lie. Now, as I watch that video clip, she is very credible. I absolutely do not believe that she is lying. Um, Not one word. However, I do believe that she's a little bit upset because of the way she was done in the industry, and they said the industry is very dogmatic, and so I think she has some hurt. But definitely, I believe every word that she spake.
Now, she not only has she been talking about Erica Badu, she's been talking about the Roots. She's been talking about Common, Talib Kweli. I do now. I'm either way on it because it's sometimes it's not what you say, but it's the way that you're saying it. And one person was saying to me because different people said different stuff in the comments about her delivery is making it like whoa, and
Exactly.
then she made the comment about Summer Walker being touched, and Summer Walker was like, "Hold on, you don't even know me. I've never been touched." She apologized, but after she apologized, that's when she came back and drugged Erica and called her and then called her and I
Several times over.
if you got a problem with somebody, but the way that she drugged Erica, she drugged the life out of her, and I was just like, but Jaguar is in the news. She's saying that she's making a documentary about the Roots. She said that Erica does not support Dallas artists here. But my thing is, nobody's obligated to do anything for anybody. But a lot of people believe Jaguar. I think it might be some truth, and I think it might not be.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, I think as an artist, that she doesn't have she doesn't have to do it, but I just think as an artist, if you've made it, I think that you should. I think what she was saying is that she's unappreciative, that she made it and she left everybody else behind, uh, and that she basically left the movement. And I think she mentioned neo soul or whatever, and she was talking about the natural hair, and things like that, which is part of neo soul, and went to more of sexual content and things like that. So um, I think she's very credible. I don't believe she's lying at all. I think that we have a responsibility to give back. Now I looked up Erica's worth, and she's worth 10 million books. I'm probably not even worth a million. So let me just say that. So, but that's a lot of money to me. But I'm just saying, I don't. I think she has some hurt, and I think that I'm a regular, ordinary Amy. Okay, I get up and go to work from 8 to 5. And I feel like even I have a responsibility to give back to the community any way that I can. On the day that we vote, I'm going to take our work and I'm going to take people to the poll, because I think that if we're blessed, then we in any kind of way, we have a responsibility to give back to our communities, in particular, the community in which we were born.
Yeah. And people say it about Oprah a lot of times. Like, I'm one of the people that sometimes doesn't think she does enough. So I can get what Jag is saying. So I guess we just gonna see how Jag play out. Now, Jag, before I gave you the sour lemon and I wrote you a prescription, I'm gonna take you off your meds and I'm gonna just let you keep speaking your truth. And I'm gonna see who you gonna drag next, but try to drag them without all the bad words, all the cut some of that out and just
Right.
tell the truth.
Right.
So that brings us to the next
Mm-hmm.
person, and this is Pastor John
Mm-hmm.
Ray. Allegedly, he is being accused of cheating again, another time. Now, a source close to the pastor says that this is an extortion bid. And a lot of times we know good PR, they will come up with a story. Now, somebody sent this to me via the Shade Room. They are saying allegedly he's caught up in another alleged cheating scandal. This time he was accused of FaceTiming his side chick who goes by the name of Mary. Now, this was exposed by the blogger Tasha K. Allegedly, they are saying that last year he did admit to having an emotional affair with another woman. With this affair, he was saying that his wife does not cook. He had the little boy confirm this allegedly with the woman. He told the woman to allegedly meet him in Mexico. Bring your mask and your favorite two-piece. So that's what they're saying, that he's cheating again. Now, the thing about the emotional affair that he admitted to allegedly, this is my thing. If you and me are together and you having any kind of affair with somebody, I'm gonna write you a prescription to go kill yourself. Because that's what we not gonna do. Either
Right.
you with me, if we agree to be together
Oh, you're
monogamous,
not.
and that's what you think about it, ain't
Well, come on, baby Jakes. That's what they call him, baby Jakes. Come on. Now, I will say this now. We expect pastors and leaders to be perfect, and they're not. They are mere men and women just like you and I. So I don't believe in putting anybody on a pedestal because they are televangelists and they have these mega churches and things like that. Because I'm gonna tell you, none of us are we're all have a sinful nature. We all sin and fall short of the glory of God daily. However, the Bible gives you an out, right? So you should stay away from the very appearance of evil. If you know that it's a woman over there that's fine and you kind of digging her, you need to flee, run, because you don't want to be put in a position. Now, my husband worked overseas for probably 6, 7 years. Okay, I would only see him probably every 6 to 8 months, and when I did, It was literally twice a year. One time for 14 days, another time for 21 days. I'm a beautiful woman. So, I mean, but seriously, men are gonna hit on me, but not one time did I give out my phone number. Not one time did I conversate with anybody because I'm not stupid. I know what can happen with my husband being gone. So I'm not gonna put myself in that position because what my husband did, going to he worked as a civilian. He went over there and he sacrificed his life so that his family could have a better life. So I respect him so much and I respected him for that. And I just would never do it. And I just think that emotional or not, it's off limits. You should not be conversating with anybody. And I tend to believe that it is not an extortion attempt. I tend to think that it's probably very true. And then if it is true, he needs to come off the TV. Okay, he needs to step down as pastor of his church because right now you got to be real with yourself, baby Jake. You don't deserve to be there, and it's absolutely no excuse for his actions. You did it once. You said it was emotional. I didn't believe that, and now twice. Everybody's not lying on you. You need to be man enough to step down out that position and get your house in order. And if you don't want to get it in order, leave.
Stop acting like this and
Right.
stop, because you ain't, them emotions is between your legs. So I'm gonna write you a prescription, and the prescription I'm gonna write you is for you to Lorena
Explain
Bob.
yourself.
You explain yourself, and if you're doing this allegedly, I'm giving your wife a prescription to do a Lorena Bobbitt on you because you out here playing these lollipop games.
Right. It's absolutely in my opinion, it is uncalled for. He's had more than one chance to prove himself. Sit your behind down. If you're not ready for the position that you're in. That's just simple, man. I mean, come on. And you're leading people. So that blood is on your hand. And I'm going to say this and I'm going to get off this subject because you know I'll talk all night. But I'm going to say this right here. That is why I pattern my marriage after nobody. Okay. There are people that go to my church that I admire. My mama and daddy marriage, I admire. But I'm not patterning mine after nobody because when they close their doors at night, I don't know what they're going through. I'll make my own memories and be in my own happy place. Stop putting these people on pedestals and wanting to be like them because they ain't nothing.
Y'all heard her give you that word. Now I'm with you on that. You better come through. Now we're talking about relationship. Um, Allegedly, Megan Thee Stallion has went live on Instagram. She confirmed that Tory Lanez is the one that shot her. Now this is my thing. Um, I don't condone nobody shooting nobody, putting their hands on nobody. But if you shoot me not in one, but in two of my feet can't grow back. Like you can't cut a foot off and you grow back. Uh, you know,
OMG.
it ain't like pulling a tooth and it grow back.
Right.
So if you shoot one of my feet, but two, I can't even get on the good foot like James Brown. So she said allegedly that when the police showed up, she was nervous, she was scared, all the stuff with the police. But if you shoot my foot, the police, I'm doing an arrest. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna do like Lynn Whitfield in a Josephine Baker story. I'm doing
Right.
a citizen arrest and I'm helping them take yo down.
Right.
So she's saying he's saying different stuff. There, his publicists and all these people are saying is different stuff. But to me, you owe it to yourself, Megan, to turn him in. Stop going live on Instagram. Handle your business. If he did this to you, but to me, it's more to the story. Like, why would he just be your friend and decide I'm gonna shoot you on both of your feet? Like,
Like
what
what
are you?
happened? What happened to cause him to pull a gun and shoot her in her feet? Like what happened?
That she said they were just in a car. They
That's
were coming
intentional.
from Kylie Jenner house, and she said it didn't happen at Kylie Jenner house, but she said they were 5 minutes away from her house allegedly, and he shot her in both of her feet. Now, I didn't know friends shoot friends in the feet. Don't be my friend if you got to shoot both of my feet.
Do they date or something?
I don't know. That's what it was allegedly saying, and she saying no, it wasn't like that. Somebody else was in the car with them, and they just showed her hopping from the car. Feet can't grow back, baby. That's my only thing. Apple pies, let me tell you something. If somebody got to shoot you or put their hands on you to tell you they love you, don't love me. Hate me.
Right. Get away from me.
So,
So, and I don't know why I don't just really follow her like that. But either you're gonna tell the truth about it or you're not. I would go on live. No. Go handle your business. And if he did it and y'all were in a drunken state, and guns were pulled, then I mean, where they had a truth or dare, I mean, what were they doing?
they were
That's
just
right.
in the car. I don't know. They were in the truck and she came out with both feet shot.
Feet, inclusive of two
Two,
feet.
not one, but two. I can't even dance no more. When it rained, my feet got to be hurting because you didn't shot me in both of my feet.
Stallion down.
So, Megan, I'm not even gonna write you a prescription. I'm just gonna tell you to go handle your business. If he really did this, what are you not snitching for? It's not even snitching. You could have been dead. So
Yeah.
handle your business. So that's
Woo,
it
don't
about
give her a prescription, Jesse. Just let her heal.
we gonna let you heal. We gonna let you heal. Cause your feet is gonna hurt when it rains. Cause you know when you get hurt like that in the rain, it hurts.
Yes.
Now, Foxy Brown is causing a wave again. Now, Foxy recently joined Nas. Nas has a new album out called King's Disorder. And on this album, he had the group The Firm. Back in the day, it was him, AZ, Cormega, and Foxy. They came out with an album together in 97. The album was so-so. But they have this new song. Lord, what's the name of the song? I don't even know. I listened to it one time. I did like Foxy's part, but they're saying that Foxy also posted some things where she called somebody a D rider posting like we goody. Then Foxy also posted if bees, goats, bat them, bars gonna match them fur coats. I don't know. But they said that Foxy is taking subliminal shots at Lil Kim. Everybody knows Foxy and Kim used to have a beef back in the day in the 90s. We're in 2020. What do you think about Foxy if allegedly she's throwing these subliminals at Kim?
I just think they're too old for the beef. I mean, I don't know if they're a little older than me. I'm 42, so I heard that Foxy had hearing issues. Have you ever heard that? I mean,
She did.
like, yeah, so I mean, there just comes a time in life where you have to grow up and sit down. And so I don't believe in subliminals. If you're gonna say it to her. Um, I don't know. Just maybe she's just trying to bring back the ill nana. I don't know.
Foxy, listen to me. Now, what I do like is that Kim and Faith Evans like made up, right?
Mhm.
They put the past behind them. Now you and Kim been having this beef for decades. Y'all are both grown. I'm a Kim fan. I like Kim. I listen to Foxy. I got her stuff too. I think she's great in her own right. I think they are both icons. But when you know better, you do. Y'all are
Yeah.
grown. If you made this stuff about Kim, be iconic. Sit on your throne. Enjoy your success. Make room for this new wave and enjoy it. Don't go low. It's time for you to go high. So allegedly, if you said this about Kim Foxy, I need you to get it together. You got a whole baby. You and Kim both got babies, and y'all got these dudes that's out here cracker jacking y'all. Get it together, Fox.
I just first of all, I honestly don't think either of them are relevant at this point. Um, that's just my opinion. I just don't think that. I mean, I think that they should have been gone on with their lives, and I mean, they ain't. They. It's not like they're out here with hit records. and all that. I mean, they're too old for that. It just comes a point in life where you should just let that go. Um, Bottom line. And Faith is a grown woman, so she's always willing to squash whatever. But Foxy and Kim, y'all are just still behaving like kids. In particular, Foxy in this case. Chill out.
So get it together, Fox. I didn't have this plan. I'm giving you the sour lemon. If this is about Kim, I'm giving you the sour lemon. And since Amy said something good about Faith, because Faith has always been mature, she's always tried with Kim. I'm giving her a slice of apple pie. That's what I give to somebody to show love to them. Foxy, you got the lemon. Suck it and take this L. Faith, you got the pie. Now we gonna roll into something good and positive. Monica and Brandy are the next two for the versus battle. Now, I'm gonna let Amy start. Then I'm gonna say what I
Well, let me just say that I, like Brandy and Monica, grew up with Whitney being my idol. Like, if it was a Whitney Houston song, I tried to get it until I could sound like her. And Whitney their idol is well, but both of them can sing. Don't get me wrong, I like both of their music. However, Brandy's voice is kind of like, you can pick it up and just toss it. It's a little bit light. It's a little bit light to stand up against Monica. That's just my take on it. Like, both of them can absolutely sing within their realm, but if you're talking about vocals and the range, and I think Monica is going to absolutely kill it. It's just gonna be one of them days. One of them days. Yeah. So,
like you said, I think they're both artists. I listened to both of them back in the day. Brandy to me is a little bit more pop, but her fans love her. And this time, if you have a fan, they will love you down. They will slaughter somebody. And when Babyface called her the vocal Bible, they took that and they ran with it.
Who?
The Babyface called Brandy the vocal Bible, like giving her props. And Monica's fan, not Monica, Brandy's fans took that and ran with it. Now, I do think Brandy can sing. I think she has a nice tone. It's a difference between a tone and an octave range. My favorite song by her is Almost Doesn't Count, but I do think Monica, because Monica to me is more versatile and has a stronger voice. Monica doesn't have a tone. I am going to ride out with Monica, but I think it'll be great battle. But Brandy is not, to me, the vocal Bible. I don't care what nobody says. Babyface is being nice, but she's not the vocal Bible.
It's amazing how we think, right? Just as beauty is in the eye of the beholder, it's amazing to me how we think. Now, lyrically, Babyface is that guy. So that's probably why the fans took it and ran with it. But when I think of in terms of voices, I'm going with the person who has the voice that's going to stick, versus the person who has the voice that you can kind of pick up and toss to the side, and throw it, and it just kind of be out there. But I love them both. I bought both albums. One of my favorite songs by Brandy is Almost Doesn't Count, sitting up in my room. I don't love them. And then the one she did it on Set It Off, the one missing you.
Come through, Sherelle.
I'll find a way to get through. I'll battle with both of them.
You,
I come from the church, baby.
I love Monica though,
But honestly, yeah, I think that Monica is gonna win.
Cause that Why I Love You So Much, that girl was 14 singing that, and if you can do that,
Yeah, her whole album, yeah.
Yeah.
Remembering the good time. I mean, Angel of Mine. That's one. Like I said, I brought out theirs, but when it comes down to the battle, mine got it, in my opinion.
So I'm just gonna write both of them description. The rest they vocals. Drink some hot tea. Brandy, make sure your tone is together.
When is
And
the battle?
okay, the battle is going to be August the 31st at 5 p.m. Pacific time, 8 p.m. Eastern time. It's going to be through Apple Music, and they'll also do it on the Instagram Versus page as well. So
I just, as a vocalist, and don't get me wrong, I'm no professional, but um, I I don't like being compared to anybody. Like, I wouldn't want to get on the stage and battle anybody because you sing the way you sing. Some people might like my voice. Some people might like the way you sound. And like, you remember that year when Monica, Keisha Cole took the stage with Monica? She shouldn't have never took the stage with Monica. Never. You know,
it,
but
I'm
I enjoyed both. I totally enjoyed both of them. But like Monica, you got to go.
I'm surprised that they were doing it because I think at first Monica didn't, but they're doing it for the culture. So big ups to them. Now, big ups because this is a special announcement and this is something that they can both use during this battle. Now, Amy not only is a paralegal, certified, got her stuff, Amy also is a healthcare worker. She does a lot of good things, but Amy has her own hairline and she's sponsoring Talk the Talk with me, J.Evans, is Signature Strand. Tell them about it, Sherelle.
I don't really even have to say much because the thing speaks for itself. My daughter and I started this company back in February. We just had a vision, and we wanted people to be able to look nice with quality hair at a low price. So we're not trying to break the bank. Don't really just make a whole lot off of it, to be honest. But I guarantee my product, if you go and buy my hair, you will see that the prices are low, but the quality is great. I've not one person that has ordered from me and has not come back. So I'm here for it. Like, it is what it is.
So, Brandy, you can go to signaturestrand.com. Monica, you can go there because Monica hair be up, Brandy still in the braids. But you guys can go to www.signaturestrand, that's STRAND.com. You can follow them on Instagram, signature strand, signature underscore strand. And on Facebook, they are Signature Strand LLC, but it will be listed in the description box, and they are my third sponsor. So get your hair right. Y'all stop going around with these goat tracks, monkey tracks. When you lay on the hair one night, it's dead like a rolled up camel. And no, get your hair game up.
Right, because you don't have to do that.
You don't have to do it. And it lasts for a long time.
Absolutely lasts for a long time. I've had hair that I've used more than 3 times. So once I buy it, like especially deep wave, because I'm kind of more into the body wave, but I'm not. No, the only way I change, I do it is if it's just because I want to do it. So I wash it with the best products that I know, and it turns out great. Even my
So
hairdresser wants to know,
where you
who my vendor is, but I can't give that information. I love her, but I can't.
yes, so go over to Signature Strand, step your hair game up. So now we're going to roll into this Let's Review. This review is also being sponsored by a separate sponsor, Being the Trend Boutique. Being the Trend. You can go over there, shop online with them 24 hours a day. Their information will be listed in the description box. These three sponsors tie into one, and I'm going to tell you how when I get done. Now, this review is actually being done on Janet Jackson in the Control album. This album was iconic. The reason why I decided to review it is going to roll into my other reason. But this album was her third album. A lot of people think it was her first album. No, her first two albums didn't do really well. This album established Janet Jackson with a mix of R&B, pop, funk, just everything. You had so many hit singles. I can't even count. What have you done for me lately? Nasty. When I think of you, y'all remember? When
Wow.
I and then Control.
Oh yeah.
Wait a while, and the Pleasure Principle. Even in the video for Control, she had Janet that played her mom on Good Times. This album was everywhere when I was a kid. You could not go nowhere and hear this. And my favorite video from Janet Jackson is The Pleasure Principle because it's her by herself. She's dancing, the shirt, the Guess jeans is just iconic.
Banging,
And
yeah.
what you think about Control, Sherelle?
I love Janet Jackson. I've been liking her since the what? You remember the song Cherry Wine? I remember a party going on next door when I was a kid, like across the street, and they were playing that song, and I was like, "Dang, man, they playing Janet Jackson." But yeah, I like Janet. I always have. I'm a fan of the Jackson family. Period. Love Janet.
Janet, baby, this review is given to you. I love that album. I love the Pleasure Principle, the video, the visual, and the hair. Your hair was laid in that video. You had the bangs and you did that. Oh yeah,
She just got it going on.
she can't do no wrong to me. I love Janet.
Mm-mm.
She's my second favorite female singer. So
Okay.
and that rolls over into our truly unappreciated person. Now, that person is being sponsored by Resume Chick. If you need to get your resume together, if you need interview skills, if you own a business and you need somebody to do employment letters, business letters, they do all that, not just interviewing stuff, not just resumes, but they can help you if you have a small business. This truly unappreciated person is actually two, and it's Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis, who produced Control. Let me tell you something. Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis are truly unappreciated because I feel like they never get their props. What I like about them is that Amy mentioned Babyface. Now, if I hear a ballad that Babyface does, I can tell it's him because I know his
Definitely.
sound, I know his structure, like the verse, the bridge, the chorus. With Jimmy Jam, Terry Lewis, you can put 20 songs that they produced back to back, and each song will sound different. Now, they worked with Janet, they worked with Mary J., who's my number one favorite female, Michael Jackson, TLC, Yolanda Adams, Boyz II Men, Usher, Shaka Khan, Mariah Carey, Maya Prince, the Spice Girls, Brian Adams, George Michael, Vanessa Williams, Kelly Price. Open My Heart, they did that one too for Yolanda Adams, the Human League, New Edition. Y'all know Can You Stay in the Rain? They
Mm.
have such a huge catalog. I think they're
Wow.
amazing writers. I mean, you just the sound of them, and to me, they bring out the best in some artists. If you listen to Janet's album from Control all the way to what they've done with her, it's like an evolution, and they're just great.
Yeah, they're great.
So that rolls me into. I know Apple Pies. You're like, well, J.Evans. You said these three sponsors rolled into one. Yes, they can. Because let me tell you how. Get your hair game up with Amy and Signature Strand. You're gonna get your hair together. Get them gold tracks out your head. Get them monkey tracks out your head. Then you're gonna go over to Being the Trend. Order you some new clothes. Order your interview clothes. Get yourself together. Then you're gonna go over to Resume Chick, get that resume together and get the job that you
That
want.
you
Grab
nailed it.
hold of your destiny, take the steps you need to take, and you'll have it together. So I want to say Sherelle so bad because that's Amy's middle name.
It's okay. It's okay.
So I want to thank Sherelle for joining me, for just offering her opinion because I love it. She's gonna give you funny, she's gonna give you the truth. Anything you need to know with Signature Strand, you can go to the website and see it. What else are y'all working on, Sherelle, with Signature Strand?
My daughter is actually working on and just launched a site. And I'll get you that information where she's selling a lot of great things, and her business has really picked up. She did her site on her own, and I'm just very proud of her. And she's a entrepreneur from her heart, and so we're just looking for good things. Also, you can go to Signature Strands, but I have an email address. If you have any questions, you can hit me up on my email at SHERRELL1978 at yahoo.com.
And I'll list it in the description. Y'all, we've talked the talk. Now it's time to walk the walk. Be sure if you are not subscribed to subscribe so you can stay in contact with me. I can stay in contact with you. You can comment, send me any tidbits. My contact information will be listed below. If you got something you need to talk about, whatever, you can join me just like my girl Amy just did. You can call in. You can say how you feel, baby, because this is America and you can run your mouth. So
I love it.
I just want to thank Amy. I love you, Amy. Y'all be safe out there. Wash your hands. They say wash them for 20 seconds. I say wash them for a minute in burning hot water. Okay?
Love you,
All
Jesse.
right. Bye, y'all.
All right. Bye bye.